try to get on earlier, because otherwise, if I wait till like 6:45, I get all stressed out, and before you know it, I don't get on, and then it takes me another 10 or 15 minutes to get in. It's like 7:15, 7:20. No, start early, start early. So
Well,
that's
you know
how
what?
Totally.
I'm not saying that I do like the Zoom services, and I appreciate them, but you know, the convenience is that you have time to have dinner before the service.
Yes.
You don't drive a half hour. Hi, Susan. You don't drive a half hour, 45 minutes to get to the service. You don't feel that you have to stay afterwards and then drive half hour to 45 minutes to get home.
Yes. Yes. Yes, absolutely.
How is everybody? I just
Hey,
got
Susan.
Great, and you?
How are
good.
you, Susan? Good
Good. I've
seeing you.
kind of
How Gary?
Gary's good. I've been absent without leave for last Friday night in Wisdom, but not for anything bad. We had an impromptu Shabbat Zoom dinner with our family in
Oh,
Charleston,
That's nice.
and two of us here. So kind of was an unexpected thing. So we had done that.
That's lovely.
Then
Jack
I
joining us.
Wisdom. Then I did.
Oh, Jack.
Hey, Jack. How are
Yeah.
you, Jack?
Hey,
Shabbat shalom,
Jack. Shabbat shalom.
Jack.
Seeing you, Jack.
Hi, Jack.
I just got the email about some of the good stuff going on at the temple. Some of your plans for small openings or whatever. It sounded very exciting.
Well, Susan, as I said to other people, when you come, just be sure to bring your own yarmulke if you want to wear one.
Yeah, what everybody started coming in, Jean, when you were saying something about BY, what was you, CY?
BYOB or
Being
BYOBS. Bring your own, excuse me. Wait a minute.
Bring your own skull
No,
cap.
now I can't even get it.
Bring your own.
It
Yeah,
was cover your bald spot.
BYOK.
Bring whatever you want, just bring your own.
BYO, bring your own kippo, kipper,
I'll bring
Keep
mine.
Or
Always.
yarmulke.
yarmulke. BYOY.
No,
Bring your
it
own
didn't
way.
work.
Hey. Hey, keep up.
Did any of this come about from that new consultant you have, that new rabbi?
No.
No.
This is a matter that we recognize. There are a few people that were lobbying to do more, but
Yeah.
we recognize that it was time to do more.
Yeah.
And as long as we don't get a big spike here,
Yeah.
we'll be able to.
Mhm.
People recognize the risk. They have to, it's not the temple's risk, it's their risk.
Definitely.
And we'll do what we can with taking temperatures and asking questions. And
Hopefully people will be honest. I mean, they don't want to get sick and they probably don't want to get anybody else sick. So
well,
they ask those same questions every time you go to the doctor or any place else. It's not anything new.
well, the biggest question to ask is the one that very rarely is, and that is, do you feel differently today than you did yesterday?
That's interesting.
Okay. Is that
Because
mentally?
that
and
really is the key thing.
Right.
When
Right.
they,
And even though we check temperatures, it's a lagging indicator.
Right. Right.
That's very interesting.
I
Hey,
tell
Mary
them
Ellen, it was nice to see you today, Mary Ellen.
than I did
Oh, it
yesterday.
was nice
I
to
got-
see you too. It
Thank
always
you.
is, Felice.
Thank you. I got to see the cantor and Mary Ellen. It was wonderful.
Okay. What were you doing? Where were you that you got to see them all? Where were they? Out on the street?
Yeah, they were on the street. No, I had to pick up something.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah.
I did see though, you're still going to have Zoom things and stuff for the people that don't feel comfortable.
All you gotta do is, the first thing you go out is the sniff, sense of smell. Give them something to smell.
Jack, we can't really hear you well. Your
Well,
microphone is either not picking you up.
well, I'll speak louder. The first thing to go is your sense of smell. Give them something to smell. See if they can smell what it is.
Apparently, that's not on everybody.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I
haven't
mean,
heard
I
that in
know
a while.
somebody that never developed a fever.
Yeah. How is James Lawson doing? I just got an email that he had.
He's
COVID.
back. He's
Oh,
back.
really? Oh,
Okay.
oh.
Saw him today.
I send out cards, to people in the congregation and stuff. So
That's
Susan,
nice.
Susan Board
That's
keeps
nice
me
you do that, Susan. That is
you know,
nice.
Thank you, Susan.
And so
Yeah.
I'm actually one of the second people to hear what's going on. Good and bad, not just all bad, but good too. So
Has everybody printed the new service?
no,
Ta-da!
I didn't print it. I didn't print the other one. I just kind of listened. So
I hear you, Susan.
even on the high holidays, I enjoyed just listening. I enjoyed, the cantor singing and Rabbi
Yes.
address.
You can close your eyes and just put your head back and enjoy the sounds.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or in my case, turn
Yeah.
off the hearing aid.
Well, also you're sitting here reading and you're reading to yourself. The rest of the people can't hear you. It's not like you're in the congregation reading as a group. So sitting here and reading by yourself doesn't have a whole lot of meaning. And the rabbis did such a good job of reading.
Hello,
Hello,
Cantor.
Tanner.
Hi, Cantor, you look beautiful.
Hello. Shabbat shalom. Good seeing you.
Shabbat shalom.
Hello, Felice.
Hi, who just said hi?
I did. Check.
Oh, hi, Jack.
Oh,
Good
Yeah,
to
his
see you,
vo-
my friend.
Yeah, his microphone sounds fun. Jack, your microphone
Well,
sounds
It
strange.
does.
let me do
Yeah.
something.
Sort of cloudy.
Yeah. Let me do.
Muffled like, isn't it?
Hold on. Okay. Are you there?
We're
There
waiting
will
for-
be.
Yes.
Okay.
You have your new service, everybody?
Ta-da!
I sure do.
Fantastic.
It's a beautiful service, beautiful.
It'll be a surprise. I can just, since I haven't heard it and I didn't print it out, everything will be a surprise.
That's
Okay.
good, Susan.
Not a good idea. And then if I like it, then I can go print it out. Where's Janie? I'm looking forward to hearing her book review on Monday.
She'll be with us tonight.
Okay. Did she finish the book?
Yes. She really liked the book.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing her review of it.
Was anybody at the discussion today at noon?
No. It was a lunch and learn. There was a lunch and learn program.
Oh,
No
yeah.
discussion on, so I understand, is why do people still read about the Holocaust?
Why what?
David, you're
Why?
breaking up.
People still read books about the Holocaust.
I could jump on that one. I think it's mandatory that we
Fiction.
know more.
Fiction
and then-
books,
Oh, I'm sorry.
specifically fiction books.
Got it. Okay.
These are fiction books.
Right.
Sorry.
Are
My
they
error.
historical fiction or are they pure fiction?
I don't know what the deal is. All as I know, that's what the topic was. I couldn't attend, so I wasn't there, but that's what the topic was.
I think there were 6 people there. I turned it over to Lori Simmons, ran the room for me so I could do some other things.
Janie's here.
Mm-hmm.
They were asking.
Hey,
Hi,
Janie.
Janie.
Hi,
Welcome. Shabbat shalom. Good seeing you.
Shalom. Thank you. How's everybody doing?
Good. We're looking
How are
forward
you?
to your book review. Looking
Good.
forward to your book review on Monday.
And Cantor, how are you feeling?
Hi, Dan.
So much better.
Shabbat shalom, Dan. Good seeing you.
That's wonderful.
That's
Hi,
great.
Dan.
Marcia
I'm so
there.
glad to hear that.
In the other room
Uh-huh.
with her mother.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
They might get on the big computer, the iPad.
Hello, Dan. Bernie,
Hi.
good to see you.
hi, Bernie.
Bernie. Hello, Bernie.
Yeah.
Shabbat shalom. Good seeing you.
Jana, you look pretty as can be.
Oh my gosh, thank
You
you.
Pretty
Nothing
pretty.
like Friday night. It's the only night you have a reason to get dressed up.
Right.
Yes.
Or comb your hair. Or
Yeah,
Whenever
exactly.
I'm on Zoom, I have to comb my
Put on
hair.
a little lipstick.
Put something on.
Janie, you ever seen this book?
Star Trek. Jewish things in Star Trek. Isn't that interesting?
Where no rabbi has gone before.
You want that to be the next selection?
Yeah.
Jack, you want that to be the next book club selection?
Yeah. I got one here. I got books galore.
Some hot tea.
You want
What I have to read next.
Yeah. Cute. Pick a very light book.
There's another
My
one.
dictionary.
Peppermint
Twist.
purist.
The music, the mob, and
Twist.
the dance.
I wonder if.
Some of those clowns in there. This book I know.
Hello,
Yes.
Rabbi Mello.
Hi. Hello,
Shabbat
Ed.
shalom.
Shabbat shalom, Ed. Good seeing you.
Want to figure out why I'm so yellow?
Why are you yellow?
Yeah.
He's all yellow. You're all yellow
A
tonight.
little
Yeah.
jaundiced over there.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Cantor, you're looking better tonight.
So much better. today,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Glad.
Nothing.
Good.
You're still yellow.
I know. Nothing changed from last night and the other nights.
But now you're yellow. Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you drink some mellow yellow for dinner or something?
Call him mellow yellow.
What?
Wow. That's bad.
Ed, is that on purpose?
No, it's not.
On video settings. Is there a setting? I don't know.
It's amazing how these things.
Hi, Marsha. Shabbat shalom, Marsha.
I'm
Marsha.
I'm here with
Who
my
is that?
mom
Is that
I'm
Dawn?
Marsha. Oh, yes.
Hi, Jean.
from the synagogue. There's
Who is
Shabbat
that?
shalom. That's Felice.
There.
Police.
Felice. You
The
know
one who
Felice?
loves you. The one who kisses you every time I see you.
Is that-
Yeah.
Why don't you put it on that one? We generally get it
Here.
on that.
That's
You
good.
put it-
Okay. I'll
We
put
have it on.
Hey.
It look like more people are on.
Hi, Linda.
Oh, Linda.
Weinstein. Hello, Linda. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Good to see
Earl,
you.
how out in the wilderness, Earl?
Pardon?
How is it out in the wilderness?
Wilderness is
Hi,
good.
Ruth.
It's really interesting. It's the puppies. I love the fresh air out here. And granted, there's fresh air there too, but I don't know, it just seems different.
Yeah, we're still breathing.
I'm still breathing. We are all still breathing.
Still breathing till
Yeah.
we are fresh.
Hi, Deb and Michael.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hey, everybody. Hi,
Shabbos.
Good
Ruthie. Hello,
Folks are here.
Ruthie. Oh, Deb. Hello,
Everybody's
Michael.
coming in.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Hi, Ron and Barbara.
Ah,
Hi.
there's Ron and Barbara.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, Ron. Shabbat shalom, Ron.
Shabbat shalom.
Well,
Bernie, what's behind you? That's a fabulous backdrop.
Hey, Barb. Shabbat shalom, Barb.
That's in Turkey.
Carol, so nice to see you.
It's
Good
the
seeing
synagogue.
you.
This is an old synagogue in Turkey.
Wow.
That was
You said it was an old turkey.
yeah.
From last Thanksgiving.
Miriam.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Miriam's Miriam Spector? Or let's see, Beth. Who was Beth? Who
Hey, Jack.
is
Hello.
that?
Hello, Bob
Beth
West.
Goldman and Jay.
Hey, Bob.
Welcome, Rabbi. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hello.
Shabbat shalom.
Welcome, Rabbi
Marion.
Marilyn. Hey, Rabbi.
Sim. Cantor.
Welcome,
Yes.
Rabbi.
Hello, Ruthie.
Hi, David and Sherry.
As David and
Shalom.
Sherry.
Hi, Cheryl.
Lenore, Lee. Hello, Lee.
Hey, Cheryl. How
Miriam.
are you?
Where's my Lee? I can't find her. Which box is she in?
Who's Miriam?
Hey
What's
there.
the last name for Miriam? Who's got Miriam's last name?
It's Miriam Spector, Cheryl.
Oh, it is Spector. Wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, you gave her my phone number so that I could connect,
Yeah.
connect her to
Yeah, that's
everything.
right.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Please
I have an additional digit in her phone number, so I'm For some reason, I can't seem to reach out to her again, so
Hi, Ed.
hopefully she'll send me a message.
Well,
There,
if
how are you?
touch base with me sometime, Cheryl, and I'll get it to you.
Thank you.
And you change settings, much better.
But not in
Oh, your colors as more normal.
Yeah, you look healthy now.
Yeah, that looks good.
You can get out of the NICU.
nothing has changed in the last 24 hours. But I don't know, maybe I should wait. I don't know.
Hello.
Jane? Jane?
Yes.
Sandy and Marlene are trying to come on, but they couldn't come on by the passcode. I told them to go by the link. So Sandy and Marlene Woodward are trying to come on. They couldn't come on.
We're going to the link.
Okay.
I went in from the Temple Times link,
Me too.
That's the best way to come on.
Yeah.
Hello, Bob.
Did you send him the
Shalom,
link,
Bob.
Bob?
I need a mask when you call in. Can you just show your face?
Hello.
Bob, did you send them the link?
They got the Temple Times in front of them. I think the link is on. They got the link from the Temple Times.
Yes.
Should have, yes. Okay.
Hi, Rabbi Goodman in Maryland. How are you?
Hi, Susan.
Good to see you.
Where are they?
58 Harvard and Cornell sponsor annual archaeology.
Alan,
Hi, Bernie.
Oh.
David, and Sherry, and
Watch them, Alan.
Ruthie.
Alan Feldman.
Oh, okay, Rabbi Goodman. Wonderful. Marilyn.
Hello.
Okay.
Alan.
Oh.
And
Jack, how you doing?
Shirley?
Diamond.
Huh?
Connecting to audio.
Anybody?
Close to it, or you have this magazine here. What you have to do is.
Rabbi Goodman, I'm going to call you. Rabbi Goodman, I've got a great story to tell you, but it's too many people here on Zoom, but I'll call you. It's a good story.
We'll be around except for.
Tell everybody gonna do that?
Did everybody print up your
Hello,
new
Jane.
service for tonight?
Hello. Hi, Alan. Good to see you.
Awesome.
Rainey?
Of course, have one.
Hi, Alan.
On your book.
Shabbat shalom.
Hi, Jackie.
Hey, Jackie.
Hi.
Where you going, buddy?
Bye-bye. Shabbat shalom.
You gonna jump down?
It's okay.
There you go.
Hi, James. Joanne.
Glad you're feeling better.
James and Joanne. Glad you're feeling better too.
Jane Meyer, I read the book. I'm coming Monday night on Zoom.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I mean, it was sad.
Want to make
but I
Mary Ellen
liked it.
co-host?
Thank you. I'll look forward to hosting you. And Susan Etler, you said you did too. Thank you.
I didn't read the book. I didn't read the book, but I'm interested to hear about it.
Well, you're welcome. That's great.
Is this wait, is this your
Monday night.
Yes, Monday night at 7 o'clock on Zoom. We're reviewing the book, The Orphan Collector.
What do you serve?
It was good.
It's definitely different.
Because the one I went to the comp plan and it listed all the things out and it had a map in there. And then there's another one that said link. But when I click land use and zoning map, I only get one map. And it says maybe this one's not going to have a
Did
zoning.
you pass co-host over to Mary Ellen?
She is, wait, I did not. I didn't even see her name.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll take care of that. Everybody, it's just about time to start. In a moment, you'll all be muted, and I hope you enjoy the service. I just have to find Mary Ellen. But
Bottom row. One from the left.
Everybody has them in a different order.
Oh, they do? Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
No one person's screen is the same.
Oh, wow.
there she goes. She has it.
Give it a chance.
Shabbat shalom, everybody. Please remember to vote before the election, or up to the election day.
Yeah.
And
You voted already.
good.
Yes.
Cantor, the floor is yours.
Wow.
There's still a lot of noise going on there. Now the floor Okay, I unmuted myself. Don't touch my button again. Okay. So we do have a new service starting tonight. It came in your Temple Times. It'll be available for you to download. If you didn't print it tonight, don't panic. You'll be able to follow along with most of the service, and whatever is not in your service that you're looking at, there's just going to be, you know, a few new liturgical prayers, melodies that I've put in, some other readings as well. But don't worry, you can catch up next week. I'm sure you will still enjoy this evening's service. So glad to see you here. Thank you, everybody. So we're actually going to start on page 1, just below the first reading on the right-hand side, where you find the Hu Neranana. Hu Neranana, lai 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 lai, la Adonai, lai 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 lai, Naharia, lai 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 lai, Litzur Hishenu, lai 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 lai. Let us sing unto God, the maker of all, sure and strong. Let all of creation from mountain to sea hear our song. Lechu neranena, lai 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 lai, Adonai, lai 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 lai, Naharia, lai 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 lai, Litzur Hishenu, lai 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 lai. For all of the wonders and all of God's might, we rejoice. So now let us listen with all of our hearts to hear God's voice. Lechu neranena, lai 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 lai, Adonai, lai 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 lai, Naharia, lai 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 lai, Litzur Hishenu, lai 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 lai. You'll notice that most of that first page comes from the book of Psalms. It is traditional for Kabbalat Shabbat, the receiving of Shabbat, for us to recite certain Psalms. Another tradition, if you looked at the top of page 2, another tradition is also to read from the Song of Songs. There are actual entire Jewish communities who will recite the whole book of Song of Songs. Our traditions love poetry before Shabbat begins every Friday evening. But you know these words. These are the familiar words of Dodili. Dodili v'ani lo haroeh b'shoshanim, Dodili mizot olah min hamidbar, mizot olah min hamidbar. Dodili v'ani lo haroeh b'shoshanim, Dodili mikuteret mor, mor livona, mor livona, Dodili, Dodili v'ani lo haroeh b'shoshanim, Dodili welcome Shabbat further by lighting the Shabbat candles. O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who join us in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav etzivanu lehadlik ner etzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat, shel Shabbat. Blessed are you who commands us to kindle the lights of Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kirshanu b'mitzvotav etzivanu lehadlik ner etzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat, shel Shabbat. Blessed are you who commands us to kindle the lights of Shabbat. We turn now to the middle of page 3. There are days when we seek things for ourselves and measure failure by what we do not gain. On Shabbat, we seek not to acquire, but to share. There are days when we exploit nature as if it were a horn of plenty that can never be exhausted. On Shabbat, we stand in wonder before the mystery of creation. There are days when we act as if we cared nothing for the rights of others. On Shabbat, we remember that justice is our duty and a better world our goal. So we embrace Shabbat, day of rest, day of wonder, day of peace. Lecha Dodi, the top of page 4. Lecha Dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad ishmiyanu el hamyuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad Shemu tiferet v'lichila Lecha Dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela Lecha Dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha Ki mekol habracha Merosh mikarem nesucha Sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila Lecha Dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela Lecha Dodi likrat kala pnei
Shabbat nikabela. Hitoreri, kiva orech kumi ori, uri, shirta beri, kivon Adonai alaich nigla. Lecha todi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha todi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nikabela. Bohi v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha uv'zola, tochem unei am segula. Bohi chala, bohi chala. Lecha todi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha todi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nikabela. Sadikatam ha'ifra, Erev b'Levanon iskei, shetulim b'veit Adonai, b'chatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu. Odinu v'seva, deshenim v'rananim iyu lehagid ki ashar Adonai tzuri v'lo avlatabo. We turn now to the middle of page 5, and we rise in body or in spirit for our call to prayer, the Baruch Hu. Yalla la la la, 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 yalla la la la. Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, le'olam va'ed, le'olam va'ed. Yalla la la la, 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 yalla la la la. Yalla la la la, yalla la la la. We continue just below. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzevaot is your name. Ever living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Baruch atah Adonai HaMa'ariv Aravim. Blessed are you, Adonai,
who brings on evening. The bottom of page 6. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people, Israel. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. You may be seated, and we're going to continue together in English at the bottom of page 7 today. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai your God. And at the top of page 8, standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before we ever stood at Sinai's foot. That wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt. That there is a better place, a promised land. That the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness. That there is no way to get from here to there, except by joining hands, marching together. Micha mocha. Micha mocha ba'elim Adonai. Micha mocha netar b'kodesh. Micha mocha ba'elim Adonai. Micha mocha netar b'kodesh. Norati lo osef beleh. Norati lo osef beleh. Adonai imloch leolam vaed. מלכותך ופניך, בוקעי הים לפני משה ומרים. זה אלי אנו ואמרו, זה אלי אנו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש. נולדתי לו אוסף פלא, נולדתי לו אוסף פלא, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. Page 9. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, v'ha'amidenu shomreinu l'chaim, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace and raise us up, O guardian, to life renewed. Spread over us a shelter of peace. Give us a place to rest, O God. Shelter us in the long, soft evening shadows of your truth. You are true protection and safety. In your presence, we find love and acceptance. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Ushmor tzeitenu uvoenu, l'chaim u'shalom, me'ata v'ad olam. Baruch atah Adonai haporei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. We continue at the top of page 10 with Vishamru. Vishamru, Vishamru, Bnei Yisrael, et HaShabbat, Lasot, et HaShabbat, Ledorotam Berit Olam. I know it's new for most of us, but it's really easy. So we're going to do the chorus again. Vishamru, Vishamru, Bnei Yisrael, et HaShabbat, Lasot, et HaShabbat, Ledorotam Berit Olam. Beini uvin Bnei Yisrael, oti le'olam. Beini uvin Bnei Yisrael, oti le'olam. Vishamru, Vishamru, Bnei Yisrael, et HaShabbat, Lasot, et HaShabbat, Ledorotam Berit Olam. Ki sheishet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim v'et ha'oretz. V'shamru, V'shamru, Bnei Yisrael, et HaShabbat, Lasot, et HaShabbat, Ledorotam Berit Olam. Uvayom hashvi shalat vayinafash. Uvayom hashvi shalat vayinafash. V'shamru, V'shamru, Bnei Yisrael, et HaShabbat, Lasot, et HaShabbat, Ledorotam Berit Olam. Let us turn now to the middle of page 11. We rise either in body or in spirit for our tefillah. Adonai sifatai tiftachu fi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu v'imoteinu. Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. Ha'er Hagadol, Hagibor ve'hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Havot ve'imahot. Umevig Yola livnei v'neihem, Leman Shemo b'ahava. Melech Ozer u'Moshia u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah Rav lehoshia. Mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem.
מחכה חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישוע, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני הקדוש. You may be seated. We continue together at the bottom of page 13. You are with us in our prayer, our love, and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yir'ah na'avod. At the top of the next page, God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth, which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai hatov shimcha ulecha na'el lehodot. Blessed are you, Adonai. Your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving.
Kidding me?
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atar melech Adon Lechol HaShalom. Ki atar melech Adon Lechol HaShalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. B'tov b'einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. We'll take a few moments now for our own silent prayers. shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imanu. Amen. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Amen. Aseh shalom shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imanu. Amen. Ve'al kol Yisrael. Amen. We turn our thoughts now to those who are in need of healing. We pray for family, friends, members of this congregation, and for everyone who is injured or ill in body or in spirit. Some of us pray for ourselves, others pray for those who are dearest to us. Give strength and purpose, unflagging energy, and deep wells of patience to all who seek healing, and to their caregivers, to their family and friends. O God, gracious parent, hear our prayer and make our lives a blessing. As I read our congregation's Misha Berach list, please go ahead and type any additional names you may have to share in the chat box. Our congregational family is especially thinking of Barry Asher, Carol Babcock, Adrian Biber, Rosalie Teddy Bono, Basha Goldstein Cantor, Stuart Cohen, Dawn Davis, Tom Davis, Patrick Favali, Art Fields, Amy Foreman, Jacqueline Hammer, David Hampton, Mary Hartman, Irene Jacobs, Ben Jacobson, Judy Jacobson, Kimberly Janis, Catherine Jones, Robert Kay, James Lawson, Marilyn Levitt, Roseanne Macon, Barbara McDonald, Rosalind Millar, Gary Nadler, David Osofsky, Laura Osofsky, James Penson, Buddy Pollock, Robert Powell, Randall Rout, Marlene Reb, Sandra Reznikoff, Micah Rosen, Alex Rosen, Rosella Schiff, Stephen Schulman, Ruthie Silver, Marnie Simpson, Jan Smith, Mark Snitzer, Bob Hughes, Bernice Tobias, Ruth Van Alstine, Judy Van Gorder, Dave Wiedow, Shirley Weintraub. And we add to those names this evening Hans Hunsinger, Tommy Rollerson, Chris Crouch, Riley Bazinski, James Bazinski, Tara Bazinski, Deborah Gunn. For all of those whom we've named aloud and those we hold dear in our hearts, we turn together to the middle of page 17 for the Misha Berach. Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength will bless the ones we force. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Mikor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
my pleasure now to invite Rabbi Goodman to share with us some words this evening.
Shabbat Shalom. It is always such a pleasure to be with my congregational family and worship with you in Shabbat. And for a few moments to share the pulpit with our wonderful Canterbury. I want to make a confession to you. I have been leading High Holy Day services, Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur morning, starting in 2010, up on a small mini congregation, if you will, on Amelia Island. And it's been a lovely experience, and they're lovely people. This year, the leaders of the congregation and I decided that it would not be a good idea. It would be unsafe for 60 people to gather in a room for the holy days at the Ritz-Carlton. This gave me a very special opportunity to be a regular worshiper, to pray at all the services with you, my congregational family. I loved it. I really loved it. It was wonderful. I want to thank you, Canterbury and Rabbi Address, for providing us with a wonderfully inspiring and meaningful worship experience. And none of us knew what we were to expect or how we'd feel about it. For me, hopefully for you as well, it was truly memorable. In this topsy-turvy world where so little seems to make sense, that I treat as a very special gift. Because of the ongoing COVID-19 crisis, we have had to press the pause button in our lives. Travel plans were postponed. Airline vouchers were issued that hopefully we will be able to use in the next year or two. Our day-to-day activities are now subject to the dictates of safety and good sense. We see our neighbors and friends at the supermarket or at Costco or wherever, or even neighbors in our street. And sometimes we have to figure out who they are. When we join together to welcome the Sabbath, or for wisdom, or for Torah study, or sisterhood programs, or social gatherings that we have via Zoom, we actually get to see each other without a mask. And I never thought I'd ever say that. Self-isolation has gotten old quite a while ago. And this is accompanied by, I guess, the phrase I've heard recently, COVID fatigue, and it's real. We are ready to rejoin the human race. But when, that word when haunts us. Sometimes we even replace when with if, because it sometimes feels that way. That may never end. But the issue is more than isolation and a seemingly elusive goal of returning to normal lives. It also contains that another factor. The other shoe may drop, lurks in the shadows. We never know if and when we will cross paths with one wrong person, one individual who exposes us to the COVID virus. Over the past few months, I've had the sad task of helping any number of families to say goodbye to their loved ones. And some of them were also victims of COVID. And those people met the wrong person. Each time I was reminded that we need more than good judgment. We also need good fortune to smile upon us. It is here that we have a choice. We can live in fear of that contact, or we can take sensible risks and proceed carefully. We make a lot of assessments as we go along, but we cannot let fear and anxiety overwhelm us. And it's so easy for it to happen. Factor in our very toxic political environment that threatens to disrupt our lives and the very fabric of society. There was ample reason, ample grounds for apprehension and worry. We live with anxiety and fear of the unknown in our daily lives. We can't let it cripple us. We sometimes feel powerless and helpless to control our own destiny. We become impatient with each other. We see that on the road. We see that in stores at times. We forget the basic rules of civility and politeness, of human decency. Behind the wheel, it's been very apparent to me many times, we have to be almost more than defensive drivers. We become impatient and considerate if we allow it to happen. It doesn't have to be that way. We do have a choice. The other guy may not turn on his or her turn signals, but we can, to help them and to help us, use ours. Our Jewish faith, our rich tradition, the values that Judaism imparts that we see in every worship service, our temple family, we are all partners. And we work together, our tradition, you help us to be whole in this fractured, broken world. Judaism is there for us just as we are there for each other. Let us find strength in our life-affirming Jewish connections. When we say the Shechianu, we thank God for keeping us alive, for watching over us, and enabling us to savor the gift of life. We are not taking that gift for granted. That's why Marilyn and I begin our day by saying the Shechianu, holding hands, and then saying, I love you with a hug. That's how our day begins. It reminds us that we are grateful for another day to do something positive in this world. When we come together for worship or study or simply for social interaction, we affirm that sense of community and our commitment to each other's well-being. When we learn of another's pain, we reach out to that person with genuine caring. We let them know we care. When we connect with Zoom, we feel genuine pleasure at seeing each other. We are almost there in person. The first Shabbat we held Zoom Shabbat services was a very memorable and joyful moment for me because I talked with some of you on the phone, but then I got to see you. You're real, and not just a voice, and that you are okay. When we worship together, the words of our prayers boldly affirm the values we live by and our commitment to each other. When we call others to say hello, we are saying to that person, we care about you. You count. You are special. You are worth that phone call. You are not alone and not forgotten. When we mail a card or send an e-card or do a birthday drive-by or send someone a small gift, we are strengthening our connections with each other. We are affirming our sense of community. When we're in the supermarket or a BJ's or a Costco or a Home Depot or picking up a carry-out food order, we can take 20 to 30 extra seconds to be appreciative and kind, to do a little bit of kibitzing, to try to bring a smile to that person or persons. It's really not very difficult, and it makes such a difference. All of these and many other little things do count. They are significant because they're not little things at all. They remind us that we are far from powerless to deal with the present realities. As Jews and as caring human beings, we affirm our faith in the future. These brief words don't carry with them any great chokhmas. And the chokhmah is the Yiddish version of chokhmah, which means wisdom. They're not lofty words, they're very simple. Rather, they're intended to remind us of the blessings that are ours and to realize that we have the faith and the strength to face whatever the future holds for us. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Thank you so much, Rabbi. We continue the middle of page 18 with Aleinu when we rise either in body or in spirit. Aleinu l'shabech v'adon hakol, latid gilula leotzer bereshit, shelo asanu k'goyei haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'gohar aleinu kechol hamonam, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. May we gain wisdom in our lives overflowing like a river with understanding. Loved each of us for the peace we bring to others. May our deeds exceed our speech, and may we never lift up our hand but to conquer fear and doubt and despair. Rise up like the sun, O God, over all humanity. Cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas, and light up the universe with the joy of wholeness, of freedom, and of peace. V'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. The bottom of page 19. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. As I read our congregational yahrzeit list, if you are thinking of someone that you know is not on our list and you would like to share that name, please go ahead and type the name into the chat box now so that we may include your loved one's name as well. Our congregation is observing a period of Shloshim for Linda Snitzer, Dr. Harry Yaffe, and Stephen Roberts. And we observe this week the yahrzeit of Robert Banks, Amelia Amy Barrett, Erwin Dorman, Max Duan, Blanche Edwards, David Friedman, Samuel Green, James Grenan, Robert Gary Kissin, Rabbi Emmanuel Lubliner, Samuel Manasseh, Jacob Marsh, Harry M. Myers Jr., Abe Monsky, Nathan Posen, Judy Price, Fred B. Roberts, Bernard Roberts, Seymour Reba, Rosalind Schomer, Nathan Slomowitz, Philip Stein, Martin Stein, Philip Stein, Bernice Rose Sugarman, Bertha Tobias, Herman Treebwasser, Laverne Wheel, Herman Weinstein, Meyer Zeff, and we add to those names in the period of Shiva, Carol Steinhardt Cohen, and yahrzeit, Evelyn Ribstein, David Nadler, Kay Myers Whitaker. For all of those whom we've named aloud and those we hold dear in our hearts, we rise together as one community for Kaddish Yatom, the Mourner's Kaddish on page 20. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalmad yivrach chilutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon, uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru, Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alamu al mei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yithalev v'yithalal shmei dekudsha b'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru, Amen. Yehei shalom Rabbah min Shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru, Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who makes peace on high make peace for all of us and all Israel, to which we say, Amen. You may be seated. And I invite now David Kaufman for our announcements this evening.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you, Cantor, for beautiful service, and thank you, Rabbi Goodman, for your words of wisdom as well. Services continue tomorrow morning at 10:30, following Torah study, which will be led by Rabbi Rashkin tomorrow morning, beginning at 9. Shabbat, book club is on Monday night with Janie Myers. Please join her on Zoom at 7 o'clock. Should be a very interesting conversation. And Rabbi Goodman will be leading wisdom on Tuesday at 10:30, also on Zoom. Hopefully you got to read our letter that went out today regarding the reopening of the sanctuary for individual prayer and meditation. And if you feel so comfortable to take advantage of that, I hope you find it meaningful. Also, if you have had enough of 2020, as many of us had, I hope you'll join me in a quiet protest next week of the return away from daylight savings time. I don't think we need another hour of this year, so I'm not turning my clocks back. I don't know about it. Anyway, I wish everybody a peaceful Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom. See you soon.
Thank you so much, Dave. And it's my honor now to call Wyatt, who's going to lead us in Kiddush and Motzi this evening. Thank you so much, Wyatt.
Okay, I'm gonna, I think, stay seated this evening so that you can see me, but hopefully, well, maybe I'll stand. Okay, let's try this. So we're doing Kiddush and Motzi, right?
Yes.
So, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'yahava uvratzon himchilanu zikaron lemase v'reishit ki hu yom tehila lemikra'e kodesh zecher l'tziat mitzrayim Kivanu v'acharta, yotanu kidashta, b'kol ha'amim, b'shabbat kodshecha, b'yahava uvratzon, inchaltanu, baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-shabbat, L'chaim.
L'chaim. That was beautiful, Wyatt.
All right. Now we'll go camp style here. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our prayer is humbly sung. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz v'te'avon.
V'te'avon. Thank you so much, Wyatt. We're going to conclude our service this evening with the words of Hine Matov. If you need them, they're on the very front of your packet. Hine Matov Manaim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. It was very nice to be here together with our temple friends and family. Hine Matov Manaim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. 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 Hine Matov Manaim Shevet Achim
שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד. Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Everybody feel free to unmute and enjoy a few minutes.
Shabbat shalom,
Thank you.
everybody.
Shabbat
Shalom.
shalom.
Have a good week.
Good seeing you all.
I can't find myself.
Renee. Shalom, Renee. Hi, Leslie.
Thank you for a lovely service.
Beautiful service. Hi, Jackie. Good seeing you, Jackie.
Hi, Renee.
It's so good seeing everybody.
Renee, I missed you yesterday.
Jim Robin, welcome.
Jack looks so comfortable.
Oh, I just saw Darlene. Darlene Green, did I just see you somewhere?
You did.
Yes, wonderful.
Shabbat shalom, Sarah.
Shabbat shalom, Miriam. Wonderful. Hello, Laura. Ann Stone. Good seeing you. Where's Ann Stone? I don't see her.
Mindy.
Bye.
Can't do a beautiful service. Thank you.
Hi, Lee.
Beautiful.
Overhead, Lee Wagman was over there.
Hi, Lee.
Yeah.
Hi, Mary Ellen.
For those that can hear me, please say hello to Jim Rabinowitz. He's from Poughkeepsie, New York, and he's in the process of joining our congregation.
Oh, wonderful.
Hi, Jim.
Hello, everybody.
We're glad Where are you in New York? Are you in New York now?
Welcome.
Welcome.
Poughkeepsie.
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 Yeah.
Yes.
You have a familiar face. Have you been at Temple before?
I have snuck in, yes. And
I thought so. What, maybe a year or two ago?
yes, my wife and I attended at that time.
Yes.
She's no longer with.
Wasn't it a Hanukkah?
Actually, it was a Hanukkah party.
Yes.
And they
Wow.
Oh,
for that night.
wonderful. Well, welcome back.
Welcome.
That's great.
Thank you.
Very
I look
nice.
forward to joining this temple, and I also belong to Vassar Temple in Poughkeepsie.
Wonderful. Very nice. Very
I
nice
taught music
indeed.
at Vassar Temple.
Wow.
Oh, 2 years.
You too.
2 years. It's funny how I get all these mental pictures of people that I've seen. I figure, I know I've
That's
seen
because
that
you're the
face.
greeter.
That's it.
Hi, Fidel.
Ah, look forward to
Yes,
doing
hi,
it. I recognize Fidel over here. Hi, Fidel. How are you doing, my dear? Good seeing you.
Good. How are you? You have
I'm
such an
okay,
amazing
thank you.
memory. I don't know how you remember everybody.
As I zoom across these little pages, all these faces, I think, oh, and then there was another face that that came up on the screen. Her name, I even wrote it down, is Mara Etzenhofer.
That's our new youth professional.
That's it is.
Yes.
Oh, wonderful.
Is that a new what?
Youth professional. She works with the youth groups in the religious school.
Oh,
She
terrific.
she replaced Evan Taub's position.
Oh, good. All righty, excellent, very nice.
It's so good to see you. Are
Hello,
you
everybody.
I'm
It's
much better.
fantastic.
Thank you, Ann.
Good.
Yes.
Wonderful.
everybody.
Hello, buddy. How are you doing, buddy?
Good to
I'm
be
going to
together.
mention something if I can.
I can do that. Isn't that a riot? 2 years ago. I even took a picture of you, you and your wife. I have a picture of you somewhere. Probably on one of my.
What are you sharing, Renee?
Oh, thank you. I wanted to share that you'll be getting some information on this, but I will tell you about it. I have permission and blessings to open the Judaica shop for 1 day a week. That would be on Wednesday. And it would be at 15-minute intervals. Only one person would be allowed in at a time. Right now, because of the time warp, it was all of the Pesach, all of the Passover things are out in the Judaica shop. And I was going to ask someone to come in and help put all of that away so we can get ready for Hanukkah. And then I had an idea. No, I'm going to leave all of that there, 20 to 25% off all Pesach stuff, and hope everybody comes in. So please text me, email me, make an appointment to come into the Judaica shop and help our Sisterhood Judaica shop, which helps all of our temple family. Thank you.
360.
Thank you. That's wonderful. Very
360
nice.
all the way.
Thank you, Jack.
And Jim, you can make a trip down to the Judaica shop.
I'll do that. I wish I could.
It's beautiful, Jim. It's not like it's nicer than most you've ever seen anywhere, right, Renee?
Thank you.
And they welcome you, and everything is gorgeous. The problem is you walk in there and you want to purchase everything. That's the whole deal.
We bought our last
Everything.
menorah there.
Oh, that's
and I
nice.
forgot one other thing that's very, very important.
Yeah.
Aside from the 15-minute intervals between appointments, you must wear a mask.
Yes.
No mask debaters.
Yeah.
No what? Mask debaters?
No mask debaters. You must wear a mask.
You're a bad girl.
David, stop shaking your head.
I'm going to go, everybody. Shabbat shalom.
Cantor, thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Good night, Renee.
Renee, I'm calling you right now. Good night, everybody. Shabbat
Good night.
Thank
Bye,
you for
beautiful Laura.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Good to see everybody.
Good
Shabbat
seeing you
shalom.
again, Jim.
Be well.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
day.
He's doing
Jane,
better.
Glad you're back in action. Joanne.
Doing better.
That is a
Good to see you,
Good,
James.
good.
Good to have you back.
Yeah, he looks good now.
Well, they were here last weekend too. He just wasn't letting us see how bad he looked. I
Oh.
know.
Exactly. You got it.
That's right.
Thank you.
wonderful. Yeah. Isn't that a riot? Can't get over that.
Good night. Lee, great to see you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mary Ellen.
Thank you once again,
Yes,
Mary
thank you,
Ellen.
everybody.
Thank you, Rabbi. Wonderful talk. Wonderful talk.
Beautiful, beautiful talk. And yes, I agree. You know,